Hi friends, it's Amanda Mae with ardithdesign.com, where we celebrate all things counted cross stitch, sustainable stitching, and making all the things. Today is a short little video showing how I turned this little art piece here, little decorative oar, into a floss organizer and a holder, and then how I transformed a decorative piece of wall art that I purchased a couple years ago for a cross stitch finish, thanks to another very popular Flosstube channel here on YouTube. And I transformed it into, you guessed it, a floss organizer. I will have links below for the products that I used. It's mostly like craft paint. I did some glue gun stuff, some buttons, and some cute little wooden spools. I will have all of that linked below. I am so excited to show you my new floss wall organizers. So let's get started. Yes! I got this super cute paddle. It was already pre-painted. It's like 30 inches long, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add little spools and to make this instead of just a decorative oar, it is going to hold some fancy floss. So let's get started. My first thought was I was just gonna nail some down and then that will hold my fancy floss, but then I thought, no, I'm gonna put some nails down and then I'm gonna use these little bobbin things and I'm gonna put them in and reinforce them with the wood glue so that they're stronger. And so it's gonna be nautical and sewing themed. So I'm gonna put like few as I'll paint them so they'll like blend in a little bit more. Again, I bought this at a thrift store and it was already pre-painted and pre-made. I'm just going to add something to make it a floss holder. I think it would be really cute and fun. Okay, I am going to paint this, and it's got kind of a gray hue to it, which is not my favorite. I'm not going to do anything with this existing painting other than trying to complement the colors. So I mixed a mixture of just white, Liberty blue, and a little bit of the Key West. I just kind of mixed it together here. It's got kind of a gray hue to it. So I'm just enjoy doing cross stitch related crafts. I like finishing. I like working on accessories for cross stitch, all the things. This is a oar that I got already painted at a thrift store, and I think I paid $4 for it, and I originally was going to hang it in one of my kids' rooms as just a decorative oar, and then I got to looking at it more and more and I thought, you know, I really want to hang floss on this. I really love the nautical things, so anything I can do that incorporates nautical I love. And we're going to have it on a hook where just one thread company is on one oar and another thread company is on another oar. That way I can keep them separate. A part of me wants to put all the reds together, all the greens together. So I don't know, I might do that too. My concern with that though is I like to design and use limited brands. I am not a fan of having a small design and every single color is from a different company. I like to design where you're just using maybe 2 companies total. So you've got DMC and a fancy floss, or DMC and a metallic thread. I don't really like or enjoy mixing it where it's like, okay, I have Weeks Dye Works and Color and Cotton and Crescent Colors and the limited edition this color and Victorian Motto, and because that can be difficult to track down all of the colors. Some of them could be discontinued, doing thread conversions. So that's just my personal preference. So if I want to check a palette, I would go maybe just to this oar for my Color and Cottons and another thing for a different. Okay, so I've got to paint the top of that. Okay, I'm going to keep painting and I'll see you back in a minute. Oh, and I put down protective wear. I couldn't resist myself and I ended up putting some more paint on it. Just trying to integrate the colors a little bit more, and then I'm really happy with it. So I've got to let it dry a little bit more and then I will hang it up. I added to distress, I used my burnt umber. I added, so I had Key West. I added a little lime tree to like brighten up the treescape area. And I used my little like toothpick to add some accents. And then I put in here, I put Floss Lady because I thought that would be fun. All right, I got this little truck a few years ago. I was inspired by Priscilla and Chelsea. They did a little finish, and it was a little truck, like a welcome sign that you could get at Big Lots. And I want to change the color and change this up a little bit for my finish. I'm excited. Let's see what I can do with that. I have my little colors out here, and I'm waiting for my hanger to dry, so my floss hanger, so I can put that up. I added some paint and some colors, and I am going to try and paint over this with some words over the burlap. I'm going to paint over the welcome, and then I'm going to try a couple little things. I don't know if it's going to work. I added like muddy to the tires and tried to add, I don't know, some little things. So we'll see if I can fix this or do something else. Not necessarily fix, but try something else here. I painted this. I think I'm going to add some buttons. I wrote Floss Lady here in acrylic paint. I just painted over the welcome and the burlap. I added some layers, and then I freehand painted Floss Lady here. And then I realized that I have these upholstery nails, and I thought, well, what if I added the upholstery nails here, and those I could hang my floss off the upholstery nails. So all I am doing is using so here's what they look like. They're like tacks, upholstery tacks. And then I have my hammer, and I'm just hammering it in, not to go all the way through. This is like the particle board stuff. So I'm just hammering. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 3. I don't know. I'm going to play with the positioning here and see how it works. I absolutely love this transformation. I went ahead and added some buttons onto the leaves and some gold metallic paint accents. There are the upholstery nails that I nailed down onto this with the hand painted. I have it right here by one of my little tables. And look, I've got more cross stitch. This is one that I designed a couple years ago. This is Briar Rabbit by La Ti Da. And here's my Love, Kindness, and Empathy sampler. Love it. So I grabbed some of my flosses to show you. And let's test it out here. Okay, I'm hanging up Victorian motto. Here is my Strawberry Fields Forever. My Fairy Garden. Awesome. Another project I'm working on here. Oh my goodness. It's gonna work out. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around, but there it is. Oh! We are next to my computer where I chart my patterns, and I wanted to show you my final thing on my wall. So I have my first oar, and this is the second oar that we just did. I added the spools and did some distressing, and then added the colors down below. I'm so excited for this. And as you can see up here, this oar, the top oar does not have a painting on it. I think I might attach a punch needle piece to that, or a small cross stitch piece, but I am in love with. I am so happy that you visited with me today, and I hope you are inspired to make your own floss organizer in however style you like. I appreciate you, and have a great week of stitching. Take care.